Alright, VOD 2. So I'm mostly a Kled one trick. I can play other things, obviously, but that's my preferred champion, and I definitely have the most mechanical skill on him out of all my champions. I'm generally not very good mechanically. I'm mostly macro oriented, mostly try to improve on that side of things and climb with that. I've hit diamond in the past, top lane with it, hit diamond in jungle, with a variety of things. My best junglers so I was actually for a short period of time. See if I can find it on stream. Yeah. Uh, yeah. So for a while, during the early part of the season on this account, this is the rename of this account, I was ranked 12 more today, on more jungle. Obviously, this rank doesn't mean that much because it's pretty skewed, but rated fairly highly on it, on a good win rate and gold one. Some more jungle. I don't mind Garen top. He's a little bit boring to play, but as far as no purpose climbing, it seems like he does okay. And then I used to play a lot of Jax back when 2-9 was in the game, but that's been a while. Some Vi jungle, some Karma mid. Karma mid, Karma support. I do some support. I've done a diamond run on support, but I did it back on like the helicopter build before they kind of nerfed that a bit. Which is where you take X Flash and Celerity and just clip. And then you just basically run around the map and down. The only position I have not hit diamond is I have not hit diamond on ADC. And if I hit diamond, I just beat diamond 4. Diamond just diamond 4. But the ADC I don't particularly like. I can pilot at a very basic level, gold or so. But I'm not comfortable enough on it to actually try to climb. I don't know the matchups, I don't know the movements of the champions, and my position is not particularly good because I'm used to being a booster or a tank where you're in and on the backline. And this ADC generally passive. So yeah, it's basically the champions I play. I can play a pretty good variety. I play a variety of roles. My main role though, the role I prefer to know and play a lot in ideally master tier in the near future is top lane. Yeah. Basically aggressive forward picks. I play on an academy team, which I play a lot more than Darius, Garen.
I find courage unpredictable. It's total insanity you can rely on.
And a little bit more designed to just survive lane phase, and then you can do a decent bit outside of that. To run down an EC, to get chain resets, to get 5-man ults, etc., etc. So the class I want to get better at though is mostly just this bruiser type, Plague, Darius. I play a little bit of Aurelia. I want to play more Aurelia. Yora, Camille, basically champions that brutalize lane and then look to turn that into map pressure over the course of the game. 1v1 champions, 1v2 champions, that kind of thing. I don't really much care for playing true tanks. I find them pretty boring, and I don't really ever play ADC's top. And I don't play much in terms of like, I play some Jax. I don't play basically any Tryndamere. I played him for a little while, a ways back, but I don't know. I don't really like him that much. I don't play him terribly well. Aatrox, Diana, Samira. So we're having the same thing here again. And now, if the Aatrox chooses to go into an Eclipse, it's probably a good investment for me to get both the Serpent's Fang and a Chempunk. So I'm probably looking at Yunu's Chempunk Mortal. Or sorry, Yunu's Chempunk and Serpent's Fang for a Mythic. Like just gonna can't stay and throw my land because you want to be over aggressive when I ping you. I can pause it. One by one. Be good. Alright, top lane. So I have a slight XP advantage. I'm actually gonna be able to get 2 off of just this wave because the 1 kill assist. That's a non-negative advantage. It's also playing this really so just be aggressive from the start. Now I've got, not only do I have wave control, and I'm also going to do it a little early, meaning the next caster minion to go down. For a level trade. Alright, so because I have the advantage I have, I can actually just look to combine this with and then dive him. So I'm gonna hit like 3 off of the second melee here. I'm gonna have this minion right here. It's hardy and I lose the last bit of that wave, but it's still gonna crash thanks to his smart enough wave, so he still loses enough. This he does not have Telly. He did flash, and he I checked the end. I should open the death recap and see if he ignited or not. Wave is slow pushing into me here. Potentially discourage a by going down and checking Scuttle. So the problem here is that their jungler path bot to top right, and my jungler took their blue, which means their jungler's going to get here really bored, and he's probably going to look for a kill copy immediately. So I'm going to back up and pull this. Stay in XP range. Get a ward here to secure myself against the game. All I'm doing is staying in XP range here because we just want to make sure we don't die and get traded out somehow. This is a pretty good wave, so they could look for a dive on it, which was dive. Moving this down and hit it, or left it, and then this is a freeze. It's a little bit closer in than I want it to be, but it should still be fine. Because it's in a little bit, what probably happen is 1 or 2 of the melees will slow push. So I don't see their jungler, so I actually still find trading in this wave. It's not very big wave. I have a wave. Full longsword on him. There's his flash. He didn't flash earlier, which means he must have ignited. Top F, when he goes to Q me here, I just go in. Now push this. I could have frozen that. I want the percent. Push this. again, we're quite clear all. This will bounce. It's barely a bounce. Now again, following the build that we've been following. That. So, I don't technically need Grievous until I start exiting laning phase, because during laning phase I have my Q. As long as I land my Q and only fight when I land my Q will apply Grievous when it pulls. We have our jungler on top half the map, which means we have decent security against a gank here. Possibly say I'm up for it, because we know that top does not have flash for another 3 minutes or so. Okay, we're still between. He just used his W. Get a good trade off there, and now I'm gonna look for a kill here. This is free. Perspective. Wave's pulling, so I can kill and not use pull. Now I can pull the wave. And because I'm dismounted, I can get the reset. The wave's gonna pull into me perfectly. Not going for my wave, which is good. So I lose a little bit more XP than I otherwise would if I stayed and cleared this wave, but I get the reset, I get the plateds, and now plateds are pretty good in against Diana. Mercs are an option here because Diana Vex, but plateds are a lot better into Aatrox. They do well into Diana, and they're going to be better into their bot lane altogether. So I think plateds are the long yeah, so we're just going to let this bounce. It's too large for me to fight him. I can set a freeze. I have a freeze. Setting a freeze. That'll freeze right there. 4 casters, melee. Freeze is just for four casters, but because it was a little bit in, I left it. I'll bring this back down to 4 casters. Going for that, buddy. Sorry. Okay, so I should have checked that. Because he was... Because he was pushed up and invading, it's probably a decent argument that I should push my wave to keep pressure for him and then look for a return. So I might have just missed macro that pretty badly. But I do have like an insurmountable defense. Go back here. Now all I do is push this thing back. Now we bounce wave. But we bounce wave. I don't think I have a plate. I'm not that good about plate. If we get it's also, if I pull off it directly, it's pretty obvious. That's just mid, Diana's mid. Okay, Diana should be... This is where it starts to matter that we stayed in the I should have not touched this one because the Diana's neck of the woods. I have good vision against it, but it's so slow that if she recognizes that greedy, but I have Demolish, so I can actually free mount here. So I could afford there to be more patient with the Q. A little bit on the Diana flat out. I could have ulted earlier in the trade, so that was pretty bad. I did grab the plate before I died, but should have been able to grab a lot more. So I'm going to continue with the trend of going Yumus into Gore. I could go Yumus into Prowlers, but I just like Prowlers niche extra item. I'm not comfortable with it yet. I don't want to do it for the sake of the stream. Okay, so we lose one plate, we lose 3 melees. Ranged. Ranged. So 3 melees, 3 ranged. We lose this regular wave. Aatrox's still level 8, level 9. We're almost level 10, so we're still basically have 2 levels lead on him. I'm gonna take this tower here real quick, and then I need to probably get on the board because the map's going to shit really fast. That is a 7-0, 7-1 Mira. What does that mean for us? I think it means Morty and still open doors for Serpent's Fang, I think. I'm not worried about it yet. Alright, so Diana's bot half. Means there's a possibility here that I can just be aggressive. A little late Q there. And basically rotating the top side. Vex most likely. Gonna step against her. Alright. Here. I'm gonna go back to the top side. Dragon's coming up, so I could go contest Dragon, but I don't really want to let Aatrox back into this game too much. So I'm gonna be thoughtful about it. Now, if my team is gonna go for the Dragon, which right, it's an Infernal Dragon, so it's an important dragon to grab. Smear's Niall's already dead, so I think we just go top here. Fox is backing out. He doesn't have Ellie, so he's not going to the bot lane fight yet. Last one. Left the cannon and so thinking about the fight down there, Diana's going to be there, Vex is going to be there, which means I can most likely push in top and take their top side jungle. Try to level my R and use my E, and I leveled my E. We could use this right now. Ghost Blade, that flash sword. Mid? I just heard this. Like, between chasing and taking this set, chasing is not a guaranteed set of kills. That is pretty guaranteed. On after. Level 11 going on 12, he's 10, most likely getting close to 11. You should be right now. At this point, we're never, from my perspective, freezing is just too low pressure. That could push, right? Push him up against the turret, and then I can go take Rift Herald, or I can roam. If I freeze, I'm just giving him all the options of the map. Level 12 to level 13, it's like 3 or 4 waves to go levels, so it's pretty greedy freeze. I mean, think about that, right? So it takes 4 levels for level 13, 14. Takes 2 levels clear. Sorry, it's 4 waves for the for 2 minutes at least. This is the minutes to take the whole unless you have a that's my thought. Losing to me is basically going to be a level 1. Not much Yeah, I mean, okay. So it's 2 bots, so it's 3v3 if we take the fight. Ramus and Lux are hanging around for essentially no reason. I ping that I have a lot of gold and I want to reset. I didn't communicate to them what I wanted to do at all outside of ping for how much gold I had, so it's probably on me. I probably should have pinged them, told them to get Ben or something, I don't know. So to me, like, it's Mortal and it's Randuin's here. I think I get more mileage out of Randuin's to open, and then I go into Mortal from there. Because their healing is going to be a problem, but their healing won't be a problem. Their healing won't matter if they can just kill me. Like, I have to be able to threaten them and not die them immediately before it makes any sense. Alright, so now we do need to contest this dragon, so I'm going to be coming to that. So push this. Among other things, it's just like against a fairly one-dimensional damage type team, where most of their damage is coming out of their AD champions. It's going to be really valuable to get the mountain, to get some armor up here. So we are down Lux, right? So this will put us at Randuin's before we respawn. Same time frame as when we respawn. We do lose Mountain Dragon. There's just too many plays happening at once. Rammus is pushing mid while bot lane is looking for like an aggressive play that they can't land. I'm trying to walk the Lux in with my ulti, so I'm they make the perfect play to kind of counter that situation, right? So they go heavy for the Rammus, disengage the bot play, and then both those play happen, even though we can't overload the dragon in the first place. So then me bringing Lux is relevant. As I go in, the Rammus goes out. Sorry, so Randoms comes in here, and then we're going to go into Chempunk after that, and then probably an MR item after that. Just like the... I can make a use of item here for Mark. Sorry. left lane earlier. Like, I got a pretty big lead and just kind of kept the top lane. I needed to leave the lane earlier and try to get it onto the map, I think. That's problematic. She should have converted it to Magi's bot like before now. Alright, and then yeah, I think we're staying the course on Chem Punk. Spirit. This is just ever better than Law. Situation, right? 450 health, which is good if I go into Gargoyles last, but I'm not. So I think that Law is just going to perform better. Still a lot of things for this, but too. It'd be nice to go into the see if I can pull one off. Yon top side, we're 1v1. They're probably so they should see the rotation coming again. Grabbing on rotation. I don't know what the fuck my team is doing at any time. Yon split pushes launch on nobody and then pulls off the split, goes to the team fight to now he decides he wants to go back. And then Widow's getting back in. Win if we just take a safe 5v5. It's I don't know. I'm wasting my time trying to sit in the side lane and actually like look for a 5v4. Because I think we just win a 5v5 flat out. Won't give me the fuck. Stop for soul spawning. That's good. That's good. I like that. It's fine. mean, the answer is more MR, but when their Samira and their Pike are 23 and 12 bot side, it's really hard to justify just getting a bunch of MR. But given the damage split to me is like 80-20. It's fine. All we do is literally win one team fight and then just push mid and end. It's not that big of a deal, but it's just, it shouldn't have to be this hard. There shouldn't be a 13 and 2 up and down. And believe it or not, she sold her Dark Seal as full stack. And instead of going to dealing with the issues, the fact that they don't get 100 to 0 by that every fight. They do have so I think you could say that I'm using if I'm using it Rambus and I don't end up fighting the same set of people. Maybe I'm thinking why is Young pushing top? And Niall's clearing our jungle. We have Baron buff. Alright, so I think that with Rammus in fights, if we're team fighting, I don't need an anti-heal. Talk myself out of it. So I can go Death's Dance to try to slow down the rate at which I get absolutely annihilated, or I can go Gargoyle. I have 250, 300. I don't have enough bonus health to make Gargoyle make any sense. Okay, the damage splits back to being more heavy on the AD side. The armor off Death's Dance isn't a bad idea. Looking for this fight. This should be the last fight of the game, too, before they can't kill one fucking person. Doesn't matter which one, just any of them would be enough to win the game. The stats on that really quick before we get into our next lobby. It's a really bad game. So we have 15-5 gold, so we're in the lead by about 3,000 off the team, 5,000 off most. We're a little behind their ADC. We only had the lead for a short time early on. Damage graph looks good. Grab the stat profile. 7,000 on turrets. Probably didn't put enough pressure on. Probably should just pushed the lane harder. 27,000 damage. Two all on turrets. It was alright. Yeah, I don't know. That was a fairly bad game. It's pretty standard. Team kind of just insta their everything away. Got a full stack Dark Seal. Got a full stack Dark Seal. The Vex mid, 13 and 2. 10 and 1 in like 15 minutes or something like that.